when the process is not well followed, yes, election corruption occurs. We know that Peter Obi's suit against Bola Tinubu, the president-elect, has been examined by San Michael Audaka, a former Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation. Speaking on the petitions, the legal eagle said that it is more important to push for the election to be declared invalid than it is to demand that the vote cast for the majority winner be suppressed. According to him, solicitors frequently argue their clients' arguments in court with the expectation that the judge will rule in their favor because their candidates received the required number of valid votes. The senior advocate stated that this is not how things are often done in the court. He pointed out that the petitioner solicitor ought to pay more attention to the steps taken to arrive at the outcomes. Yeah, and that is the process this man Obi is talking about. But APC say no, forget it, we get plenty votes. How you take get am? That be the question. How you take get am? How did you acquire the vote that you are bragging about? Therefore, the offense is directed at the person who has the majority as a result of what has happened. The primary kind of election corruption, however, is the failure to follow the rules that determine the outcome, and that is what the electorate wants in this situation. If the processes leading to the outcomes that generate the majority winner are followed, no one will have any complaints about the petition or about the election. Inec, Tinubu, APC, but they don't want Nigeria to move forward. They want the status quo. Fayose was saying the other day that what is the big deal? That this issue of irregularities in election has always been. So why now? Why now? Somebody says, so because of that, we have to continue. And the same party told us that they want to bring about change. That these were the things that PDP were doing in their days, manipulating all manner of things. And you say, oh, you are going to make changes. Now you are doing worse and you expect us. Then we should have stayed back with the people who were doing the wrong thing. You are even worse than them. Obi said, I want to challenge the process. But they said, no, you can't challenge the process. Just forget about it. Let us move on. Yes, the senior advocates of Nigeria made it clear that the judges would deem the technique illegal for all candidates, not just one. If it were to be used in an illegal manner, he says that the outcome will depend on the attorney's presentation of their clients' cases in court. He said, now is the time for the judiciary and all other members of the government to take a closer look at some of these concerns. When it comes to electoral issues, our attitude has been carefully examined, the final results. This applicant received this score, while the other received another one. See, they don't want to do the right thing. They just want evil to continue. Well, someone is saying that I'm a Ghanaian. It seems you don't even respect yourself. You are more than... Why? Stupid or what? That is why you follow an old man drug king. You said they abuse people too. Michael Andoka, you are very correct. When the processes that produce the outcome is filled with corruption and bias from the Inec, there is a need for a run to achieve transparency. This is how to set a peg for standard for our unborn generation. We are talking about conducting right for our future leaders to learn and set a standard for real. They know, but they don't want to do the right thing. What matters in an election is the votes. Those who undermine the process should be prosecuted. It will be unfair if those who snatch ballot papers during election and the winner is blamed for the action. You are just unreasonable. Yes, what matters in an election is the vote, but in a situation whereby the process failed, those who undermine it should be prosecuted and the winner cancelled until there is decision for fairness and equity, either by reconducting the election. Well, someone who writes JAM exams online and there was network failure when submitting the final sheet, the answer is nil results. When the process failed, the exercise should be repeated, just like giving that student extra time to redo and submit. Those unlearned supporters of Jagabanditry will not take time to read from this former CGN. All they go about clamoring for is swear Asiwaju in, swear him in. They will not listen to what the legal professionals say about the stealing of mandate and votes. I keep saying it. Those Asiwaju puppets who are forcing Obi to accept results in good faith will all die of heart attack if the swearing in didn't go as they had wished. Okay, me whether na Tinubu or Obi, I am good and still remain obedient. If the process that produced the winner of the majority vote is not followed to its logical conclusion, the result in itself is fake. Judges in the above matter have been helped enough by the public to be able to make a rational decision that is going to be relied upon to arrive at international accepted best practices that will make the world see Nigeria as a reference country. You can take a step further by telling us what will be the internationally accepted decision from the tribunal. Where the international best practice, there is openness in Inec guidelines. There is a process established by Inec, which in turn the same Inec failed to comply with. What the international community is looking at is the process that produced the winner. We are the process where the process followed up. Following the process that leads to the result declared is legally fundamental. Equally fundamental is the fact that the onus is on the petitioner to prove that the processes are flawed because same had not been followed. Also, and close related is the reason why the processes had not been followed and whether or not lack following the said processes could in fact enable the complainant be declared the winner. Why I like God judgments, they waste time, no grammar, no sentiments at all. Mike Adoka, if you are not careful with your statement, some of us in the Nigeria Junior Lawyers Association will forcefully apply to derobe you. How can you say forget the problem you caused Nigeria in Section 145 of the Nigeria 1999 Constitution in 2010 during Yaradua era? Corruption, pointing out corruption. What happened to the EFCC case under you as AGF? What did you use your office to achieve in the direction of eradicating corruption? You people should just go and sit down and shut up permanently.